NBA 2K18, a game that promises to be better than its predecessor, has been officially out for more than 2 weeks now. And with it came a new opportunity for Mike Wayne, Zach Timmerman, and the rest of the 2K devs to get the archetype system right, and to fix the many issues that the previous game had. From what I have played so far, 2K18 is a much more enjoyable game than 17 was, despite some concerns I have for it. Before I discuss those concerns, however, let me quickly go over some of the notable new things in 2K18's My Career. To begin with, My Career is now referred to as the Road to 99. Okay, hold up, stop the music. OJ, you know it's not an actual fucking road, stop acting like a dumbass and get this shit right. Thank you. As I was saying, when you first load into My Career, you will be put into a new open environment called the Neighborhood. This is where every aspect of My Career, Pro-Am, and My Park, which is now called the Playground. No, not Playgrounds. Yeah, that one. The Neighborhood is where it all takes place. You can go into different buildings to play walk-on or team Pro-Am, park events, mini games, and to buy clothes, accessories, tattoos, and hairstyles. You can also go work out at the gym to get extra energy and to work on your quick reflexes, or go into your team's practice facility to improve your players' skills. Hell, you can even ride the subway to make traveling to and from the playground a little easier. Simply put, the 2K Neighborhood, yeah, it's kinda like GTA, just without the guns, cars, drugs, thoughts, etc. However, you'll still have people calling you the N-word in game chat though. Yeah. 'Cause, I mean, that's still a thing in 2017. Yeah. Another new thing on 2K18 is the archetype system. It has been upgraded from 2K17, it now allows you to have either a single archetype, like a pure sharpshooter, or a dual archetype, like a playmaking slasher. And regardless if you decide to have a 1 archetype build or a 2 archetype build, each build will come with its own strengths and weaknesses, as well as its own set of badges that you can unlock and upgrade to silver, gold, and amethyst. When you reach 99, you unlock a legend badge that will raise all of your badges beyond normal capability. Now, from my understanding, that means that once you unlock this legend badge, all of your players' badges will be upgraded by 1 level, so all your gold badges will upgrade to amethyst, all your silver badges will upgrade to gold, and all your bronze badges will upgrade to silver. I could be wrong though, I could just be talking out my own ass. We won't know for sure what the badge does or how effective it is until someone reaches 99. With that said, I'll move on to the next thing new to 2K18, and that is badge progression. In 2K18 you can finally keep track on how close you are to unlocking a badge. Only took them 3 fucking years to put badge progression tracking in the game, but, I digress. Badge progression is no longer about doing something a certain number of times for it to unlock. Badge progression is now a points system where you earn points towards certain badges every time you do something related to that badge. For example, taking or making deep range threes in any game will earn you X amount of points toward unlocking limitless range, that is of course if it's in your player's set of unlockable badges. Furthermore, you can now progress toward unlocking badges not only in every My Career game, but in every park game and Pro-Am game as well. And when you are in the team practice facility, you can choose which badges to work on. So essentially, you can grind for badges in whatever way you want to this year, which is pretty cool and a much needed improvement to the typical, repetitive badge grind, that we 2K players have grown used to. An extra few new things to note are the ability to customize your mic cord for free once you reached an overall of 75, and the ability to play a game of NBA 2K18 in your MyCourt with your friends, while sitting on the couch with them. You can also play other kinds of games with them in your MyCourt as well, like Around the World, and Horse. And shout out to my homie Justice is Served, for informing me about the new MyCourt features. Now that I went over the notable changes for 2K18, I'll go over a few concerns that I have for the game. My first concern is defense. Those who know me know that I have a rough time on defense because of physical limitations. And they also know how much I strongly disliked playing defense on 2K17. I mean, it was hard enough trying to play defense with 2 fingers, it was hard enough trying to guard them fake ass dribble god playmakers and point forwards who dribble, step back, crossover behind the back, step back behind the back, step back behind the back, crossover behind the back. You get my fucking point, yes? It was hard enough trying to guard that shit again and again with a center. It was hard enough being limited on how good a defender I could be since I wasn't a lockdown or paint protector. All that shit was bad enough, without having to play every game feeling like my player was wearing ice skates with all the sliding he was doing on defense. I could be right up on somebody, playing good defense and everything, then all of a sudden my player slides out the way cause the guy triggered a dunk animation. The shit was stupid as hell. And the blocking in that game was just as frustrating as trying to stick somebody on defense. To compare 2K's blocking with Live's blocking, when you do a block on Live 18 you smack the hell out of the ball on some DeAndre Jordan kind of shit, like nigga don't try me. In 2K17 the majority of the blocks you got felt soft, like you wasn't able to aggressively swat the ball, you just had to wait for the ball to interact with your outstretched arm to get the block. And to make matters worse, people could even bite on a pump fake, jump in the air, and then still get the block with a piece of their body, like their stomach or kneecap, on their way back down. Like if you're gonna call your game the best basketball sim, how the hell can you have something like that in your fucking game? When in the fuck have you ever seen a NBA player block a shot with their fucking ribcage? Never. Cause the refs would call that a fucking shooting foul. That's not rocket science 2K, that's fucking common sense. Do you know what that is 2K? Do you really? Fuck it, whatever, I'm getting too off topic here. Bottom line is, blocking was all kinds of stupid on that bullshit ass game. Thankfully though, both defense and blocking do seem to be improved in the new game, although 2K still gotta fix that shit where people can get blocks with their bodies, cause that shit is just plain retarded. As for the defense, the sliding is still there, but I have noticed that you are able to recover quicker in 2K18 compared to 17. As a whole, I do like the defensive improvements so far, but I can't really say if it's definitively better or worse than 2K17 until the game matures further, since most people have yet to learn their jump shots, find their best builds to play with, upgrade their players past 85, or max out the majority of their badges. So I'd have to give it a month before I'll be able to really judge how much improved the defense is on 18. But as I said before, so far, so good. Moving along, my next concern for 2K18 is really no surprise. It's a common concern for all 2K players and a major concern in my book, it's the 2K servers. And the burning question is, how will the servers handle the addition of the neighborhood? Now obviously, we all hope that the servers do their job. Many people including myself have been enjoying the neighborhood thus far, and we don't want the servers to mess up that enjoyment. But we must not undermine the legitimacy of this concern, because the fact is, the 2K servers have been historically unreliable. Referring to several weeks ago, when I seen the neighborhood trailer for the first time, not gonna lie, that shit was fire. I was like, oh shit. It was something completely unexpected, and for a minute I thought, RIP NBA Live. However, as I found out more about it, as I rewatched the reveal trailer again and again, as I came back to reality, I couldn't help but to be reminded of 2K17's Old Town, 2K17's Park After Dark events, and the fact that the neighborhood will be running on 2K servers. At that point, I was like, oh shit. Cause I had reminded myself that the 2K servers have always been an issue for 2K games. Every year they say the servers are better, and every year they are either about the same, or worse. Matter of fact, the 2K servers for 2K17 are a good example of that. Before 2K17 launched, 2K said that the servers would be better on 2K17, but that was a lie. Whenever there was a Park After Dark event on that game, the entire park game mode would start to lag like crazy, and some courts would start breaking in every park. Hell, even people playing Pro-Am were lagging because of that shit. And then, there was Old Town. Poor Old Town. Man, I salute all them Old Town flyers that decided to play in that park all year long, cause that park's connectivity issues were so bad, so fucking ridiculous that some people refused to play in Old Town anymore, much less travel there. Old Town was the only park that was consistently lagging, breaking courts, and kicking people to the dashboard. And make matters worse, 2K never really fixed that shit. I mean, they tried, but ultimately failed, which is disappointing to say the least. Anyway, that was then, and this is now, 2K18. And I will say this, the servers on the new game have fared decently so far. Loading up your My Player, loading into My Career games, and starting up games on the playground all are much quicker than in the previous game. The 2K devs did a good job at decreasing the loading time for most things, I'll give them that much. However, every time I walk around the neighborhood, I experience minor frame rate drops, and then, in the middle of some playground games, it would just start lagging. Sometimes the lag occurs randomly, sometimes the lag occurs when I clip a highlight, and then sometimes the lag occurs because a notification pops up on my screen, which forces me to turn off notifications completely. And you know what? I thought patch 103 was supposed to fix the frame rate and lag issues, but honestly I see no difference. I'm still having the same issues from before patch 103. Maybe it's cause I'm playing on an OG Xbox One, you know, the fat one, the one that looks like a VCR. And maybe those on other consoles aren't experiencing these issues anymore, I don't really know. But what I do know is that 2K better do something about their janky ass servers. Shit, we know 2K like advocating the use of boosts anyway, so why not boost them bitches up further, give them servers some of that good shit Barry Bonds, Sammy Sosa and Mark McGuire was using. Or even LeBron James. But yeah. More people are starting to get 2K18, so 2K needs to be prepared for the server workload to increase, especially right around Christmas time. Now listen, don't get it twisted, I'm not rooting for 2K server issues, believe me I'm not. I would love it if the 2K18 servers were reliable this year. I would love nothing more than to load up the neighborhood and have a nice, enjoyable, lag-free experience all year long, but I know that shit's not gonna happen given 2K's history of having shitty game servers. Eventually their servers will get overworked, and it'll be at that time that we really see how much they have improved. At the end of the day, the bottom line is this. They can put all the coolest shit in this game, lions, tigers, bears, dinosaurs, skateboards, hoverboards, bicycles, tricycles, jetpacks, jet skis, jets, hell they can even put the DeLorean up in this bitch for no fucking reason. If the servers aren't working how they should be, none of that extra shit will mean a damn thing. And luckily for us, if the 2K servers do become a problem, we have a viable alternative to NBA 2K once again, now that NBA Live is back, but that too depends on whether or not EA's servers are better than 2K's. So, for their new basketball game's own sake, 2K better make sure them janky ass servers have improved enough to handle the increased workload that it's going to receive during the holiday season, cause if they aren't, the neighborhood might very well become a ghost town. Now I had planned on ending this video right here, but another concern reared its ugly head right after I finished writing this. And that concern is how buggy this game is turning out to be. The most notable bug that had eluded 2K before launch was the game's deletion of people's My Players during the early tip-off weekend. Now I didn't experience this problem myself, but a lot of my friends did, as well as many other people who reported it on 2K's Twitter, subreddit, and support page. The good news is that this issue has been fixed, well, hopefully. A patch to address this issue did go up on Xbox Live a day before the game's official release, and so far since then, we haven't heard about anyone else losing their players. Only time will tell if that continues to be the case. Now while that bug didn't affect me, it's still a little alarming that a serious bug like My Players being randomly deleted went unnoticed by 2K. It begs the question of what else did they miss, besides the bug that freezes up your game every time you try to open one of your agent's text messages, and the bug where you have to accept 2 squad invites before you actually get into the fucking squad. My point here is this: when you consider how much money, time, and effort we put in our My Players, having to deal with shit like this is a damn shame, it really is. I mean, the game's not even a month old, and we've been through 4 patches already, even though 2K said they weren't going to do a lot of patches this year. Seriously, 2K? That right there just isn't a good look for the game. So do yourself a favor and fix your shit. Okay everybody, that will do it for this video and complete the transition from 2K17 to 2K18. For those who have bought 2K18, how are you liking the game thus far? Do you think the neighborhood is lit, or is it just a bunch of bullshit? How many patches do you think 2K18 will receive over the course of this NBA season? I'll set the over-under at 10.5 patches. Feel free to put your thoughts below and be sure to like and share this video if you enjoyed its content. And while you're at it, why not hit that subscribe button for more NBA 2K18 content? Also, if you have watched both parts of this 2-video series, please let me know how I did on it, what things I can improve upon, and whether or not it's something that you'd like to see more of in the future, only with different games. I greatly appreciate everyone who have watched this, and, with that said, I end this video. So until next time, this is UnCommonVision saying, fuck NBA 2K17. Yeah, I said it. Now what?